Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Pop Off Politics, our weekly segment where we examine agenda items before city council members take a vote on it at City Hall. And we do it because we want to look out for you and how elected officials are spending millions of your dollars. As always, my colleague, KPRC2 investigative reporter Mario Diaz is here to bring us up to speed on what we're looking at this week. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
How are you?
Everything going all right?
So far, so good. It's my Monday this week.
It's your Monday?
It's my Monday.
Okay, well, let's try to make it Friday quick.
Oh, I'd love that.
All right, but you know how you can get that? We start talking about tomorrow, Wednesday, City
Wednesday.
Council. Okay, here we go. 67 agenda items this week. It is a lengthy one, right?
Yeah.
You know, we've been seeing these lately.
Is this the last meeting before the holidays, or do they have one more?
No, they got one more, but they're working like Santa's elves. They're in the workshop, they're cranking out these agenda items. And as always, we're not going to print out these 67 items, you know, because hundreds of pages that are tied to it.
trees.
We're going to save a few Christmas trees this week. All right, but we're going to get right to it. Let's take a first look exactly at our first agenda item. It is going to be agenda item, Zach, there it is, right there, buddy. Number 13, Caldwell Country Chevrolet for 2 Chevy Tahoes for the Fleet Management Department on behalf of the Office of Emergency Management. $177,000 from the Enterprise Fund, okay?
You know, these Tahoes, the new ones especially, are real nice.
They are, but I mean, there's only 2 on
I know,
this.
for this amount?
That's about what? Do the math there, buddy.
They'll divide that by 2. That's a lot of money.
Almost 90,000.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what the city is saying, that the Chief Procurement Officer and the Director of the Fleet Management Department recommend that the City Council approve an award in the total of the $177,000 for, again, 2 Chevy Tahoes from Caldwell Country Chevrolet for the Office of Emergency Management. Now, okay, so why are they going to be doing this? Well, the Office of Emergency Management will use these vehicles for our daily activities, including site visits and off-site meetings. These vehicles will come with full warranties of 3 years or 36,000 miles, okay? The life expectancy of these nearly $90,000 Tahoes, 7 years, 100,000.
Come on, they could get more out of that.
You know, and that's the thing, okay?
Right?
So we've talked about the fleet services pricing, right?
Yeah.
You and I have, and that's a set price. I spoke with a member of law enforcement who knows and understands. He was telling me, you know, that sounds like a lot. We get the city's take on this. He goes, but that's a lot for 2 Tahoes. Yeah. I just happened to Google it, looking them up, and you can find them for $55,000, $60,000.
Those are the base models, though.
Right. And here's the issue, okay? You also have to keep in mind the following. The base models. In the city's backup, we're not actually understanding exactly what else they're adding onto it. There's no listing. There's no breakdown. So if you're going to have this amount of money, then justify why it's $90,000.
Absolutely.
Show me.
Let us know what it is you're getting.
Yeah, because right now, you pop it up on Google anywhere in Houston, you can pretty much find a Tahoe for $60,000.
I'm wondering, do they come with bulletproof windows? Are they heated seats?
This is the Office of Emergency Management. We're not talking about
the
something
mayor,
for HPD.
Right.
We're not talking about something for HFD.
Yeah. Where's that transparency? We need the transparency. We want to see it.
So again, that's the one that a lot of people are wondering about. So that's what we're kicking the tires on with regards to that agenda item. But we got another one here, okay? Get out of the way. Yeah, agenda item number 17.
Is it
Matthews Specialty Vehicles for purchase of 2 26-foot Winnebago mobile classrooms. All right, these vehicles are going to be used throughout the Houston and Galveston Area Council through a purchasing cooperative agreement from the Houston Public Library, coming out of the $500,000 out of the general fund. That's what it's called, okay?
Yeah, Winnebagos cost a lot of money, though.
They do, but what better way to show up and, show out, you know, when you've got a classroom with a couple of 26-foot Winnebagos.
So these will be used for teaching?
They will be used for teaching, and they're going to be. So here's what you have to really examine here, okay? It's an intriguing concept, right? It really is. But I get that they are taking classrooms on the road here, and as you examine this, you think about it. There's going to have about eight classrooms or 8 desk areas that the kids are going to be able to use
in that space.
In that space.
Yeah.
And when you think about that, okay, so let's just put it down. Let's say you have it over the course of a day, right? This is going to be through the Houston Library System. They probably roll it out on the weekends or when they're off or in the summertime. Let's say you break it down into 4 sessions, right? 3-hour sessions, or 3-hour sessions, 9-hour days, you're looking at about 48 kids that are going to be serviced
coming in.
And they can learn about various technologies. They can use their laptops for hotspots, projectors, and these vehicles were used again throughout the city, and they have been vetted by the Fleet Management Department. Again, you know, you look at this and you kind of wonder, wow, Winnebago's, but it's a different type of concept, and they're utilizing it to help benefit the youth.
Because at the end of it, you're talking about several different sessions, hours long, and almost 50 kids in and out. So that's this one makes sense.
That's a great way to look at it, all right? But nonetheless, again, chalk this one up to the Houston Public Library. $500,000 and some change out of the general fund, and maybe, you know, it's a Winnebago, they might have some s'mores.
Yeah,
that's what they use them for.
Take a little snooze, siesta, nap time. That's what.
But they're going to learn.
They are going to learn, and that is what is so important. Okay, also important. This segment, can you believe it's been a year and a half?
It has.
We've been doing this now.
It feels more rusty than when we started today.
No,
it's smooth.
Get out of here.
All right, so here it is. No, honestly, and we do this because of the fact that every week at City Council, you have the council members that sit around the horseshoe here in Houston, and they're spending millions of dollars, and they're spending them on a variety of items. As we exposed under the previous administration, we showed tens of millions that were being spent on something called an emergency purchase order. Under the Whitmire administration, we haven't seen many of those, and those are the EPOs that ended up obviously into the drained controversy, and Amy Davis has done a great job of exposing that. But we show this because we want you to have an understanding of where your money is going, and at the same time, we ask questions of the city, and sometimes they just make these items go away. Like we saw, remember when they're trying to pass that little hotel deal last year about this time? Yes. At the very end, and then it went and disappeared.
Gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye-bye.
So that's why we do it.
Yeah, and of course, if you have questions, if you have concerns you want us to look into, reach out to this guy, M. Diaz at KPRC. You're always there, you're always looking, and he's always answering as well.
All right, thanks, brother.
As always, we appreciate it.